The sizzle, the sizzle, the sizzle, the sizzle, the sizzle. Welcome back to the Sizzle. Myself, the prophet, the one and only. I know one thing, and that's everything. We got the doc to the left of me. We got the connoisseur to the bottom of me. Pause, and then we got Andre to the other bottom of me. Pause. Welcome back to the Sizzle. You know the segment called Huh. We had the topic of the day. We all debate on what our answer is based on the topic. Today's topic is what's the best sports town in in the U.S. Right? We go in America or we go in the world?
Bro, I don't know nothing about the world,
We
but
go in America. What's the best sports town in America? And that there's a bunch of sports in the U.S. So we're gonna start that off. How you guys, I guess week went before we jump off.
um, good man. Busy, but good. I'm breathing, doing well. I'm still handsome, so
That's debatable. Andre Keen, I hope you guys' weekend went well. Just as X, but let's jump into it. I don't want you guys throwing monologues right now. We do it at the end. All right, Xavier, you go first. What's the best sports town um in the US?
This is crazy because this took me some time because we all know I'm a huge New York guy. Like I love all my favorite teams is New York. But when I weigh this question, it's not just on winning. It's on passion. And when I look at towns and who are like it's a compilation of who wins, who's passionate, like pride. And I look at a city like Philly, even though I hate Philly, but I would say as far as sports towns, like when you put culture and pride into it, I think Philly got it, man. Like you look at the Eagles, you look at the Phillies, the Flyers, like yo, I was watching the Eagles game, like what was it, last week they played the Bears?
Hmm.
Mind you, we all know the Eagles just won the championship. And don't get me wrong, like their offense looks crazy. They look terrible right now. But like these fans are booing them, holding them accountable. Like I just feel like when you look at other towns like a New York or a LA, like a lot of people don't even care. Like New York, LA, like for instance, on this call, Nick is a Patriots fan. He's a New Yorker. Dre's a Ravens fan. Like we don't have that same loyalty as like Philly does. So when I take all of that into account, I think Philly's the best sports town because not only do they win, the Philly's been a great baseball team for some time. Eagles obviously they've been successful recently. Flyers been successful in the past as well. And I feel like I'm missing a sport. Am I? Baseball.
Yeah,
Oh, the
base
Sixers.
the Sixers, yeah.
I mean, the Sixers, they haven't won in some time, but they're always in the mix.
Hmm.
But I just feel like when it comes to like pride and, their fan base, like, and don't get me wrong, like I love my New York too. And this really took me, I really thought long about this, but it's just like we don't have that same pride. Like we might in the Knicks, you see the side talk videos, like they're cool, but I know too much people in New York who don't support New York teams. I don't think it's the same when you go out of state to like Philly or like even Boston. Like it's not the same. You go you go to Philly with a Yankees hat on, you might get jumped. You go to New York, you could wear a Red Sox hat. No one cares. Like you go to Brownsville with a Red Sox hat. No one doing nothing to you. They don't even know they don't even know what's going on. So I just feel like it's a little different when you talk about um tradition and like culture. And I think that even though Philly might not have won the most, but when it comes to tradition and culture, they're at the top.
I'm gonna go. I think that was actually a good answer. I actually think Philly. I would say you are correct, especially based off this year. You have dudes egging people's homes after they just won the Super Bowl, and they're 8-4. You got the fans egging the offensive coordinator's home because the offense is not playing as well as they should have. But you got to think about it. They just won a Super Bowl. And I think there's a thin line between passionate and being ungrateful. And I think they're right on the cusp. But yeah, they just won a Super Bowl. They're going crazy. Like you said, I'll feel nervous going to Philly with a New York hat for sure because I'll be a little nervous. The same way you go to
I'll
the
wear a New York hat to Philly.
yeah, exactly. You can't talk about their cheesesteaks either, nothing like that. Shout out Ishka Bibbles. But then, this is one of the Philly cheese spots in the city. So I say I agree with your answer. I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you have the best answer, but I think I don't disagree.
Um, I would go with Los Angeles.
Hold on. Well, you gotta go off what he says.
Oh, but off of X?
Yeah, yeah. You agree or
Um,
disagree?
I would disagree. I think there's way more. I think I think there's way more cities that's more like prestigious than Philly. Um, and who have like more diehard fans because I think Philly had a era of like the Iverson era, and after that, it's been like it wasn't always a like they didn't always besides the Iverson era, I guess with baseball and stuff like that. They weren't to me at least, they weren't always like a city that you look at their fan base and they're always like cheering or rooting for them or whatever the case may be. Like,
There was,
um,
but you gotta think about it too. You can think about Philly too. You gotta think about Rocky as well, man. Like they go crazy with their
nah,
sports,
yeah,
man.
so I understand that, but I still think
That
it's tough.
that
I
Rocky
forgot. I forgot about
that
Rocky, but
Rocky
like, yeah,
era too was kind of even though it's boxing, I don't, it was a fake character.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm like, wait, was Rocky even real? Like,
fictional, but still, like, I
what?
don't know. He just had aura though.
Nah, it was based on a true story.
Nah, so
If
yeah,
I'm not wrong.
it's based on Rocky Marciano, who's a real boxer, but it's like I don't think he did any of that shit. Like,
All right, whatever though. They still got a trophy out of him, right? They got a trophy in Philly for that.
they got a statue, I think.
Yeah, I mean a statue. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
All right, Keenan. I know you.
Even ready.
Horrible answer. Very, very horrible answer.
That
Oh
was a
my
good answer. I agree with
God.
you, X, on that. That was a
And,
good answer. That was a
and
good answer.
honestly, I'm not surprised that the prophet agrees with you because y'all both have horrible takes and horrible answers. So it fits the description. Look, the going craziness and nonsense and like destroying your hometown and when you win or you lose, that doesn't make you one of the best sports cities. No, dub that. That's a bad example. That's a bad explanation. That's number one. Number two, you talked about the Philly, like you're a baseball dude, so I'll give it to you. I don't know too much about baseball. I think they have Bryce Harper now, right? Maybe I'm not even sure. Cool. I'm not gonna get into that, but I'm sorry, like I'm not really watching baseball, so if that helps them, sure. Whoop de doo. 76ers. I mean, this organization went through Ben Simmons, James Harden. Before that, they had top 10 picks for probably 10 years straight. All Kentucky and other not all Kentucky picks, but just couldn't win more than 30 games. It was trust the process, this and that. We'll see what happens this year. They're kind of, an okay team. Tickets, by the way, when they were 2 and 45 were like $10. I checked one time on Game Time. Like, oh, shoot. I wanted to see if I want to see a Philly game to play the Lakers specifically. Um,
You
and
also got to think about the Philly. They go crazy for Villanova too.
oh yeah, yeah, I'm gonna get to Villanova. And then you said with the
forgot
Eagles, right?
about that.
They were really good, obviously with the early 2000s losing to the Patriots, but then kind of like was in that little era of like not really that good, and then it became dominant, boom, right after like 2015, 2016 when they went to the Super Bowl and beat the Patriots. All right, or 17, whatever. Look, I get all that. But then when you talk about that, but then what about are you going to Philly to like, yo, let's go have a good time? Right. You talked about the sports city, but it's not just only about the sport, it's about culture. Rocky, I mean, look, that might ring bells, but then is that really drawing people to Philly to go see that statue? I mean, how about this? I'm gonna ask this to all you guys, yes or no, quick. Don't give me no soliloquies. Have you said let me go to Philly because I want to see the Rocky statue? Yes or no?
Now I said I
No,
want to go to Philly see the Ishka Bibbles of Chicken Philly.
Nah, yeah, I would go to Philly just for cheesesteak.
Okay, okay, cool. You know what? I didn't even mention it to you. My fault. Chat, don't kill me for that one. I give you that with the Philly cheesesteak. Yes, cool. But like, is that really on your mind like that?
Yeah.
Nah, it's not on your mind like that. I'm sorry. Like,
Nah, I think about issue bills all the time. So I went to
okay, man,
Philly. I went to
he's just
Nah, I
saying
swear to
it.
God, I went to Philly once and I had issue bills twice in the same day, bro. That shit fire over there. And they
All
bring the
right,
community and they bring the
individual
community
hots.
together.
All right, sure, whatever. But if you want to use that to say fine, all right, you know what, profit, I'll give you that. But for all the other reasons I just mentioned, like there's just no way you're gonna say Philly is the best sports town because of those reasons. And like, no, like it is. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Like the iconic era to what Dre said earlier with AI, like that is why I think they do show you loyalty, which is why AI continue when he goes back. He's always well received because he took the team to the finals and they had no chance beating the Lakers and they gave him one game. But and what also AI meant to the league as well. So you can't really just say it's a Philly thing. Like he really gave players a place to like they can express themselves naturally. You got to remember that. So AI, if he was not just in Philly, I think he would have still had that same aura because he was going to stay true to himself regardless of where he went. But because he went to Philly, you kind of include him in that situation. But that's my reasons for why I picked apart your statements because those are just trash. Basuda, throw them out. Come back, try again. Don't
I,
ever say that ever again.
X, I
I
want you
don't
to
I don't understand. I mean, like
You understand, but you just disagree.
you you mentioned how bad the Sixers. I wasn't talking about winning. Like I said that
that's why I wanted to ask you. Like, what
said
do you
that over and
quantify?
over again. Obviously, winning is an element, and the have been decent. I know they've been bad, but like they've been decent. The Phillies contend every year. The Sixers have been decent. The Eagles just won a Super Bowl. I know the Flyers had their era too. I'm just saying, like, you combine winning and relevance with tradition and pride. You put everything together. I think Philly has the total package, as well as culture when you bring in like Rocky,
X, you're crazy.
things like that.
Wait,
So
you just said I said you never talked about winning and then just went on and talked about them
now
winning
you
Super
brought
Bowls.
up how to trust the process and like how bad they were. I mean, like what
But you said
could
that
that have?
no, but just to clarify, you said that you never talked about winning. And then when I just said I said you talked about
I
winning. You
never
just said that
said
you
I never spoke about winning. I said that although winning is important, it's not the only thing. I'm adding other elements. Winning is one element, but it's not everything. Like
did
I'm
you
not just talking about the
What's the most all right, all right. And I want you guys to answer this, Keenan and Andre, when you start. What's your how do you, to be in the best sports city or town, what needs to be quantified? Like, what's your answer, X? Like, to be like, what's quantified from Philly that you say this is the best city or town?
I would say just tradition and pride. Because for instance, like for instance,
Yo, by
let
the
me
way,
talk, let
tradition
me
is a
talk.
rock is Rocky, but is
For
Rocky
instance, if you look at winning, technically New York got it, but the Yankees have 26 championships. So
27.
like if you look at it from that lens, like it could be skewed. Like you know what I'm saying? Yankees have 20, like New York has the most titles, but the Yankees have 26. So is that really a fair assessment of like
Of what?
of winning? Like
No,
Yes.
it's not no. And my quantifiable thing is what makes that experience great. Like you want to like that's what makes it great. Like when the Knicks like right now, obviously the Knicks when they lose to the Pacers, when they lost to the Hawks, X, Y, and Z. But like if you came to that game, and I'm just choosing one sports team, I'm not saying it's winning, but if you went to that game and you was around MSG in that era, during that time, you would have definitely enjoyed yourselves pre-game, during the game,
All
post-game.
right. So you doing your pick right now?
Nah. Let me go. I'm gonna wait. You said I'm last, right? So,
Oh, you
or
gonna
can I
be
go?
all right? So X, finish off your thing, conclude your thing. We go to Dre, and then let's go.
yeah, in conclusion, I love New York. You know, all my favorite teams are New York teams. As badly as I want to pick them, I just can't because I see too much LA hats. I see too much Boston hats. I don't think the pride is there as much as a town like Philly. So I'm just gonna go with Philly.
I'm gonna take exactly what you said and I'm gonna use it against you. Wait, I can't wait to go.
And
If
I,
I'm
you know,
good.
yeah, a lot of New York Sizzlers fans is gonna come at you because he's supposed to be a New York fan X, but
I mean,
it's a good answer, but I am a little disappointed in you. All
And
right,
X is the worst New York fan. Like he
how?
picks the worst New York teams, by the way, because you're a Jets
That
fan
that
and
doesn't
not a
mean I'm a
Giants fan.
bad fan.
I mean, he's a
Like,
Yankees fan, so I don't know. Andre, go. What you think? You said we heard you. What you got?
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna go with Los Angeles based upon professional sports teams and college teams because they got a bunch of prestigious college schools, UCLA, USC,
You definitely looking
Cal.
this up.
They got a bunch of good schools and a
What
bunch
you?
of players that made a lot of impact in sports are from like California. And then you got the Lakers. You got the Lakers, you got the LA Kings, you got the Dodgers who's on a rampage right now. They're just going crazy.
Chat GBT?
Nah, this is serious. Like I see LA team.
Name one player on the LA Kings.
No, I don't know any players on the LA Kings, but when they won that championship, I felt like I won a championship too, based upon me just being a Los Angeles.
LA Kings won the championship?
They won a
like
championship
probably
not too long ago.
like 3 years ago, I
Yeah,
think.
they did. They
Oh
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
Something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
but based upon that and just like the tradition of Kobe and like I was a kid and I heard my mom here screaming for Kobe and Shaq and stuff like that and didn't even understand what was going on. But as I grew older, it's just something that drew me to Los Angeles. Like it just my first time watching basketball, it had to be a Lakers game in like 2003 or something like that. But since then, like Los Angeles has always been a winning city. They don't have fans that like are from different states or whatever the case may be, in my opinion. In my opinion, you see LA, you see Laker gear, Dodger gear, the Sparks, like people go hard for Los Angeles. Yeah, and they got a bunch of championships to prove it.
Have you ever been to LA?
I did.
Okay. One thing
And
about
people go just to take pictures outside of these stadiums. Like it's not
I,
even like I've
I
never been to the city past Madison Square Garden and said, take a picture.
I was gonna say one thing to discredit your argument because that's back-to-back weeks with bad answers, Andre, and this is ridiculous. When the Rams won the Super Bowl, no one was at the parade.
That's not true.
I forgot the Rams won the
I
Super
forgot
Bowl.
the
I
When
Rams
the
too.
Rams won the Super Bowl, I didn't see no one at the parade. It was half.
You're
City was
in
half.
New York. They
I
were
was I was looking on social media, bro. The cameras are real.
no.
Nah, there wasn't no one at the parade, man. LA,
Listen,
there's too much
listen.
going on. LA, they don't
There's a
really care
lot
about.
going on,
LA
but it's a
is just
lot of
like New
winning
York.
going on. Like LA is that, and then when you go to the city, like that vibe, you might not even be a fan of anything, but you'll catch a game when you go to Los Angeles. Like it's just something that you just gotta do or you want to do. Like
If you said like San Fran, like Oakland area, I was like, yeah, I kind of. But LA, it's too much plastic surgery. They're not worrying about sports like that,
no,
man. They trying to
and
get.
even if you go that route, look at the right, like look at the conflict every time Los Angeles plays Las Vegas or like Oakland or something like that. Like it's a big rivalry out there within the state as well. Like you don't have Knicks fan and Brooklyn Nets fans or Yankee and Mets fans fighting over teams. Like they're
First,
laughing and they're joking and laughing in the stands or even outside. You're
Because
not.
people don't because
first of
you want
all,
people to get arrested.
I don't think the Nets have fans. Like,
But that's the
I'm a
but
thing.
I'm a
that's
Nets fan.
another argument.
I don't think they
You're a what
care
fan?
about getting
I'm a Nets
arrested. They
fan.
just care about representing their team and hating you if you're not like on that, like, if you're not rooting for their team or whatever the case may be. But just going back to the history, you got Lisa Leslie, Kansas Parker, Kobe Bryant.
I'm gonna say this though, Andre. I'm gonna say this. I think you're getting distracted by the big names versus the the fans and the passion of the fans. Going back to X's criteria of being the best city, I think you have big names, the Kobe's, the Shaqs, the Japanese dude, what's his name? Shiani?
Shohei
Shohei.
Yeah,
Shohei
Shohei.
Ohtani.
You got big names.
Yanni.
You got the Matthew Staffords with Odell. You have big names, but we're talking about the fans that passion. Like you go to the city, it's like, damn, like I feel the
You feel like
sports
a
at
winner. You feel like a winner when you step in LA. Whatever they do, they win in every level of sports, no
I
matter
I,
what it is.
I
So I
get
think
that.
then you go to once the NBA season's over, all right, now they got football to root for, baseball, college, like they got a bunch of continuous, like all year they're rooting for teams. You get to Philly, nobody's going hard for Villanova. Like
Nah, they
nobody's
go
going
hard. They go hard for Villanova, bro.
Nobody's going hard for
Huh?
Villanova. And there's not enough teams in Philly that's winning or like you got die. I don't think Philly's a good answer. And if we're comparing Los Angeles to Philly, Los Angeles is spanking Philly in sports on every level by far.
Once
Forever.
once again, LA wins. I give y'all that. They win a lot. But Los Angeles fans are like New York fans. They don't care. Like they don't care as
No, that's
much
not
as
true, bro.
about what their teams got going on. Like,
What makes you know that for a fact? You willing to bet your
No, yeah,
paycheck?
that's not true.
You willing to bet
bro,
your
I've
pay? You
been to
willing to?
LA and I'm
I gotta ask
telling
you a
you,
serious
like
question. You willing to bet your paycheck for all of 2026? That's true.
that what's true.
What, what you just said.
that Los Angeles fans are all
Aren't we
around
having
like
a
they're
aren't
fans
we
of
having
different.
a aren't we having an open-ended debate? What can be proved factually here?
I'm just saying. You
No,
just
what
saying
no,
like
what
it's
what 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 did X say? X said that he said
you
near
said that
people.
they don't care. Like, what makes you think? Like, what makes you so sure of
Bro,
that?
I just like certain states, certain towns just have this aura where it's just like Miami, LA, like people are outside, they're on the beach, like you don't hear that passion coming from LA fans. Yes, they win a lot. Don't get me wrong. When it comes to winning, they're at the top, currently and all time. When it comes to sports figures, they're at the top currently and all time. But when it comes to passion and that like quote unquote craziness of the fans, I'm not putting LA in the top five.
I can't believe that. I
Okay,
can't believe that.
all right.
Like,
That's his opinion. He's crazy, but it's his opinion.
I can't believe that, X.
Um, I, from my response to Dre, I wouldn't say it's better than X's for sure, 1,000%. But I think you did put too much emphasis on just the winning. I think again, this is like when it's my turn to choose the best sports town. Like winning does play a contributing factor, but I don't think it's just only about winning. So I know X did say that it's not what he always only included into his analysis. So I think because you heavily emphasize the winning, like I'm not saying that's not a great reason. And actually to hold myself accountable, I was one of the people that flew out to LA to go see the Lakers Clippers game. Like I said to my, but I'm also because I'm a Lakers fan, which is gonna be like, oh X, look your point. Like you're not from whatever, but that's what X is gonna say. But either way, I think that when it comes to LA, I think it's just too many distractions. Like the variety of it is cool, but I think like it kind of like
There's more
doesn't.
fans outside of LA than in LA.
Also, the way LA is constructed too. I learned that you have actually like LA, like downtown LA, then you can have like a however they kind of describe it. It's kind of confusing.
With the Mexican cartel.
Huh?
You said how it's constructed. You got downtown LA with a Mexican cartel. Uptown.
I don't know about no. I don't know anything about any cartels. I don't.
Hey,
But I'm just saying, like, I think it's like kind of like just here. Like it's a lot of like pretty much spread out for me at least. Like I've seen the Staples Center. I was down there, which they don't even play it anymore, which is still crazy to me. But it's just like too much of a city esque where it's like didn't feel like in a sports or even like an environment, so to speak, but not just a sports environment. But I would say that's
it's
better
it's
than
more
Philly.
it's more entertainment than like the
But
passion.
yeah, I would say more entertainment
But I
than
think
passion.
that helps with it because for one, LA is a big celebrity city. You know, like everybody goes like there's a lot of celebrities and stuff out there, but is a standard that's held by the teams that We have to win. People are coming here to like the whole LA vibe is just a vibe that you
Dre,
just feel when you get out there. I think like
Andre, I think if you said what was the biggest gang city or gang town
oh my
in the U.S., I think you would have got it because I think they're more passionate about Crips and Bloods than their sports teams, bro. I swear to God, you go to the Mexican cartel, the Mexican gangs in L.A., they don't care about the L.A. Kings, bro. They don't care about the L.A. Sparks.
nah, you're crazy.
They care about tacos. You know what I'm saying?
That's
They
crazy.
tacos, they food,
The
and
tacos
around.
out there are crazy.
Yo,
Nah, I do.
don't let one of them cartel members see you.
I do want to go to LA for tacos, but they don't really care about sports, man. They probably care about the Kobe's of the world, and they care about. I doubt they care
Winning.
about. I doubt they care about football out there. I doubt they that. I think when we think about LA,
Yo,
we
I
just.
forgot the Chargers is a LA
I'm
team.
saying, I think when we talk about sports, we at LA we think about celebrities. We forget about the other people that don't give a f about that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, the Chargers is LA Chargers have no fans, bro. Like during their
The
games, they
Chargers
have
have no
No,
fans.
all their fans
bro.
drive from San Diego.
There's nobody in the arena
That's
for the
California.
Chargers.
Yeah, you said LA.
Yeah.
I'm talking about California. All right,
Nah,
we'll
no,
move.
no.
We'll
You
move.
said
We'll move.
LA. California's too big. You said LA, bro.
No.
You
Bro,
said
Yeah, you
LA.
can't.
You can't go from the
You can't say the whole
49ers.
okay.
Cal. You said LA.
You
Okay,
can't go from
okay,
the
okay.
It's
49ers
like you
to
can't
the
say
Chargers.
Texas.
That's too big.
Like you
Pause.
can't you can't compare the
Listen,
49ers
man.
and Warriors
It's
with the
my it's
Lakers and
49ers Warriors culture different than LA culture.
you
Right.
want to
yeah.
join the winning crew? Join the LA team. Whatever
Come,
California team you want to pick and choose.
Whatever,
Right.
son. All right, I'm gonna go with my answer, man. So Dre's saying that his criteria is winning. X's criteria is the passion of the fans. My criteria is like when it's kind of a mesh is when they do win or things do go well. How many girls are fucking that night? So that's
That's crazy. That is this is
that's my criteria, and my answer is the East Coast of Texas. And
East Coast.
I wanted to say multiple, but
East Coast of Texas?
you got the which is I have my map. You got Dallas and Austin. Like those two areas of Texas, it goes from high school to actually you go from middle school to high school to professional to college. They go crazy. UT, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Mavs, bro. Let me go to my first point. When they win, the girls get crazy. The girls all about the Dallas Cowboys. The college atmosphere in those areas, bro. You go, yo, football player, you're getting laid every day, and that's a big fact. I'm not even lying. My boy Archman getting laid every day, and you could be the trashiest player in unless only if you're winning. The third string getting his for sure. But let's talk about the atmosphere when Jerry Jones, man. You could talk S about him, you could talk BS about him, but he's a businessman, he's a mastermind. The Cowboys is the most valuable team in the world, not just the US, in the world, right? So everyone we go on TV, Cowboys could be sucking. They're on primetime TV, they're on Thanksgiving, like we're watching that. And then we go to the Mavericks, man. They went crazy. When I say crazy, if Carl Anthony Towns or let's say Jalen Brunson, New York will go crazy. But Dallas Mavericks went crazy. The fans went crazy when Luka got traded. That's the passion, bro. You have Mark Cuban, the face of that. And that's another owner we could put in where it's 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 not just the billionaires, the owners, if they feel like they're everyday fans, especially with the Mark Cubans, like everyone could relate to him. So that's another part of the passion. But I would say all in, I didn't want to, and that's why I say East Coast because I felt like Austin and Dallas had to put together because we can't forget about Austin when it comes to the UT
Stone Cold Steve
Texas, yeah,
Austin.
Texas Longhorns, huh?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Anyway, he's from Texas.
Bro, that's
I
the
don't know.
only no,
I
but
don't know.
I don't think he's from Texas.
he probably is.
Anyway, but the UT Longhorns, if you go UT down there, they go crazy, man. Texas and oh yeah, before I finish
Wow,
up,
he is born in Austin, Texas.
oh
Wow.
shit, okay. Before I finish, man, I just want to go with the high school. If you watch Friday Night Lights, I know we're big Friday Night Lights fans in here, but I remember growing up, I wanted to play football in Texas. Just watching that show and watching the movie too.
Yeah.
Watching those two things, bro. I don't know if they're in the East Coast of Texas, but it doesn't matter. Like the atmosphere is like, damn, bro. After a high school wing, the town closed down. Girls are doing their
The
thing,
East
getting
Coast of Texas is crazy.
I
because
don't I don't even
the girls are
understand.
getting railed on Thursday nights before the
That
They
game
getting what?
to give, huh?
They getting what?
Fucked.
You want to
Nah,
win? The booby in.
nah,
Yeah.
because they're in high school sports over there, bro. They have set of girls for football players. So like if football players is horny, they have a group of girls that's
Who
coordinated to,
told you this?
bro, look it up. They have one or two like
Look it
girls,
up.
like they're like on the they're not cheerleaders, they're like the spirit team. If that guy is horny, those two girls do what they gotta do to get that guy right for the game. Bro, it's crazy down there. So that's why I say the passion, not just it goes from middle school, high school, college, and then
I
the
I
professionals.
never heard about that. What little Reese be saying? I gotta do my research.
I'm telling you, son. That's all I gotta say. So I don't think no answer could beat that, bro. Yeah, I like X's answer, but come on, like, when it goes down to Texas, and again, it's not just football. Football is the king over there, but basketball, even the Rangers, they're in Dallas. They're in Dallas, the
The
Texas
Oh,
Rangers.
stars?
there's only the
They're in
Texas.
They're
Texas.
Texas Rangers,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know which part.
but
I
they
don't
go
know.
crazy.
I
They
think
they
they're in like Arlington.
they big sports thing too. Like you gotta understand, like they not as distracted. All they got is barbecue, sports, and um big booty hoes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That
Oh,
is a really good answer, and it surpasses Dre's. And again, X is still at the bottom. But that's a really, really good answer. I'm not gonna hold you. I think the other aspects and the influences. I'm not gonna hold you. In high school, when I was watching Friday Night Lights, and I was like, "Damn, I want to be Smash."
Yeah, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
Yes.
I gotta be honest when we was watching Netflix. Um,
Y'all
nah, that's a
horny.
really good pick. I think I think what you said is great reasons, but the where I'm going to critique you is that half of it is a fantasy. It's not real. As a grown adult now, like past 21, obviously I'm 30 now, but I mean, like, I'm not
Damn.
thinking about Friday Night Lights anymore and why I want to go to Texas. This is me in my high school mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I understand why you added it, but I think that's cool. Now, from a college atmosphere, I would agree with you maybe because when you said with the Texas, the Utes, and the other teams, that's like very
Wait,
college.
what are the other teams?
Texas A&M, Texas
Yeah,
Tech,
yes, it's
Texas.
very yeah. But I'm
When
saying
Johnny Manziel was at this peak, bro, that woo.
I look yeah, and I'm not saying those are not great reasons,
And they
but I
also
think
there's also small schools around there like the UTEPs, and stuff like that.
yeah, and I agree with you. I'm just saying I think most of the answers rooted in like, okay, if I was between the ages 17 and 22, maybe even 23, you got it. But as a 30-year-old man, I'm not really thinking about I need to go and be amongst all these college kids like that. Like
Of,
that's
of
you
course,
know what
but
I'm
let's
saying?
go to professional. I think we all would love to experience
A Dallas Cowboys.
Jerry's world.
Okay, and that's where I would agree with you from that perspective. Like, absolutely. Like, as much as I hate the Cowboys, I
Yeah, I
would
don't. I would.
absolutely,
I think
absolutely.
I wouldn't want to go see Jerry Ross. That sounds crazy.
I would,
I'd
I would,
rather
I
be in
would, I
any
would.
guy's world.
I think, and you're right though. They got mad because when they traded Luca. I mean, like that was a crazy, crazy situation. And I mean,
my point was, and you right, pause. I wouldn't want to go to another man's world, but Jerry maybe. My point was like in every segment, there's an age group that people could relate to. So like, I'm not saying you relate to college. I'm not saying you relate to the high school, but you definitely relate to the professional. Like you said, 21, 22-year-old is gonna relate to the college atmosphere. A younger kid that's watching Friday Night Lights for the first time, when we're 13, 14, he gonna be like, I want to play. I want to be Smash. I want to be Michael B. Jordan. I want to be Tim Riggins type type shit. So that's what I'm saying. The passion and all that shit, all the shows we see with Friday Night Lights, the movie, the show, anything else is based on true events. So
yeah. I need
that's the.
Lila Garrity. Where's she at? Lila Garrity. If you still single, like hit my line. Lila
I think she
Garrity.
married, bro. I think she
I
married.
said if she's single, I
I
caveat.
I feel like this would be a great argument if we were talking about best football town. We're talking about sports in general. Like I understand like the whole Friday night lights thing like coming up, and art when it comes to football, like the whole football pipeline pause. When it comes to like high school, college, I don't think nobody's messing with Texas. Texas, Alabama, like Florida, nobody's messing with those areas. Got you. But that's just one part of sports.
Mm.
Like when we talk about baseball and basketball, like I know Dallas Mavericks been successful, but I don't really think they have an identity when it comes to these other sports. Yeah,
Agree.
like they have like Mark Cuban. I
Dirk
think
Nowitzki.
trading, yeah, they had Dirk. They had little stints and eras, but like when you talking historically, like they had a couple of years, like maybe. But do they even have a who's a baseball team in Dallas? Because Texas Rangers are in Arlington. I don't know how far from Dallas is that?
No one, probably hours.
But you guys are Nick specifically.
They're Arlington, part of Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex.
Okay, so maybe they are close. But Texas Rangers, come on, like they don't. They're
No,
not.
yeah. That's
They're
like a
not.
Randy
I
Johnson
mean,
era.
don't get me wrong. Texas Rangers won a World Series recently, but like we all forgot about it. Does any of y'all remember that?
I remember that. That's why I said it. But can we also bring in
Stop,
and
bro.
Keenan could be I think can agree with this. Dallas high school basketball has been growing the last few years, but we have a lot of dogs. Isn't Cade from Dallas? From Texas? Huh? Cade Cunningham? No, I think he's from Dallas.
Well,
Um,
I know he went to Montverde. That's where I know Cade from high school from. I don't
No,
know,
yeah, I
like,
don't think I think that was a terrible answer.
like
what?
I
I
don't.
think that was a
Nah,
terrible answer
how's that a bad answer?
because nobody
Especially based on my criteria?
I've not
Yeah, his hometown's Arlington, Texas, Cade.
I think that was a terrible answer because college teams are more rooted for in Texas than the professional teams. But same thing as Philly. After that Dirk era, they lucked up
I
with
don't think
Luca,
that
but
applies to Philly at
Andre,
all.
Dallas is the most valuable team in the world, not just in the US, in the world. More valuable than Barcelona, a freaking city of freaking Spain.
Dallas?
It's the most valuable team
The
in the world.
Cowboys,
The Cowboys.
Cowboys.
All right, we're
Shit.
talking. People been rooting for the Cowboys since the '60s, like or whenever. But besides that, they've never been a winning city. And people,
I never said anything about winning, bro. Get
because
that.
I think we're getting it confused. Well, for me, I'm probably confused because
You're
I
confusing
don't hear
yourself.
anybody going hard for Texas or Dallas teams ever.
What?
They do, but I think it's just in football. It's not a whole. Texas goes crazy for football. Like that's their thing. Like basketball, like they don't really care about basketball in Texas like that. They go crazy for football. So I just feel like Philly is all around. Like they touch all bases. They touch baseball, hockey, football, basketball. Texas, they just focus on football. Like
And,
their dudes like 10 years old, bench pressing 315. Like
Mhm.
they're
yo,
crazy out
Can't,
there.
yo, I just put NBA players born in Texas. Guess, and they go crazy in basketball. I just took NBA players born in Texas. You want to hear the first six that came up?
I'm sure there's a lot, bro. I know
LaMarcus
there's a lot.
Aldridge, Chris Bosh, Grant Hill, DeAndre Jordan, Jimmy Butler, Trey Young, Julius Randle, Steven.
Trash,
Son, huh?
trash.
Trash.
You know the segment, huh?
Huh?
Nah, son. All right, to conclude, man,
They
I
got
think
they got
look
girls that's fucking.
that I think that's
Yeah, like
if you
huh?
have I not against women, but men watch sports um historically more than women, right? And it's historically like men are more into tune in sports. In certain areas, especially east coast of Texas, the girls get down, and not only do they watch it, if they win, they fuck. If they lose, they fuck. And like I said, that should be a big criteria because men gonna fuck regardless. Excuse my language, but you got both genders, and there's multiple genders now. But you got Those you got
Bro,
those
this
two.
happens everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm
nah.
confused.
In Texas, it goes from the. I don't know about middle school because I don't condone like 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds having intercourse. But it might be. But in high school, they have girls for dudes. Like I'm a football player. Those are your two girls, and that's wild. And that's in every school. And this shit happens in every school in Texas. Like those are the spirit team. Those are my two girls. Haley and Shonda. Those are mine. I'm horny. That's mine for the night. That's what I'm having a bad game. Yo, girls, and it comes from the top. The boosters tell them this is what you're doing, bro. I'm telling you, bro. So not only that, that's a big criteria, but again, value when it comes to money. You got some of the most valuable teams. I think Dallas Mavericks is very valuable when it comes to the NBA. We can look that up. And you're gonna talk about this baseball. Sure. The professional baseball team isn't probably the most looked at team, but it's hard when you got the Yankees just throwing money in the world and just being the number
We
one
don't
team in the
even
world.
Yankees don't even spend like that no
Anyways,
more.
and
Like,
anyway, so I'm just saying, like, there's more to it. But if you go to high school, to college, and again, being a sports town, sports city, it's not just professionals, everything. So that's why I think the East Coast, and again, I wanted to say Dallas, but I couldn't leave out Austin, man. UT, go Longhorns.
Yeah, good picks, good picks. I think I can't believe this is such a layup for me. Thank you guys for just being so idiotic to just let me just take this one home. New York. And the reason I say this is because I'm gonna address every single one of your points. So I can bring it full circle. X talked about earlier how everyone in New York is not a New York fan. Did it ever dawn on you that a lot of people that aren't from New York move to New York because they want to be here, and that's why they're repping their teams? They're not native New
because of
Yorkers.
sports?
That's a played a factor, but also sports.
Stop.
Yeah, you're
No, wait,
crazy,
let me
bro.
finish. Let me finish.
Stop.
Sports, but also the environment of what you can have, like how you can be entertained. Like, I'm not saying someone said, "Oh, I'm from California. I need to move to New York so I can see the Knicks play." No, I didn't say that. So I'm saying that when they move to New York, they understand what this town represents, opportunity, right? Because we want to talk about all the other aspects. Being a part of the sports towns is a generator for other aspects such as businesses, entertainment, living, all these other things that come from being in the town. There's a reason why businesses are booming here. You can say it about LA, sure, whatever, but I'm just saying that's why you see a lot of people who aren't native New Yorkers are wearing all these different hats. So I'm not to X. I wanted to make sure I obliterate that point.
That's a good word.
Because
Viscerate. What that mean?
it's
Spell
obliterate.
that, actually.
VIC.
No, it starts with an E.
Okay, yeah, we're done. Just go
Eviscerate.
ahead.
Whatever.
Go
But it doesn't
ahead.
matter. You guys
He
distracted.
said viscery.
My point being, hold on.
Victorious?
No, not Victoria. No, my point being is that I think when you say you see a lot of people wearing these different merch, you don't even know if they're from New York. But if I had to guess, these are people that are not born in New York or from New York, and they moved here and they want to rep their teams. Now, I give you that they shouldn't be allowed to wear their Boston hats here, but it is what it is. That's number one.
Bro, you
Culture.
acting like
Let me
I
finish.
haven't
No, no,
grown
let me
up
finish
here.
now.
All right, my
Okay,
fault.
now culture. And man said Rocky. Like, we don't got fashion here. Like, we don't got hip
Mike
hop
Tyson.
music, passion. Like, to me, if anything with culture should have been New York number one by far. Like, not even close. People come here. Don't isn't that I mean, look, I should probably know this, but I think I learned like maybe 3 years ago that there's what's that thing called? It's Upper East. It's the gala, the Met. Sorry, yeah,
Met
the Met
Gala?
Gala. Like the fashion week is
Hold
in
on.
September.
Yeah,
How,
yeah, sorry.
what does this
Are you
have
talking
to
about the
do
Met
with
Gala or are you talking about the Met?
Met, maybe. But this
The
is all part
Mets.
of the sports, though. Like the
No.
sports town is all aspect of it. It,
He's
it
talking
is.
about
It has to do with it. You can't be like, and then the winning, and obviously the fans that go crazy. Like you've been outside when you've seen the Knicks and playing in the playoffs, or even just a normal Knick game, even a normal Yankee game. Rangers, have y'all been to a Rangers game? Have y'all been to a Rangers
I've
game?
been to a
Yes.
Rangers game. I've been to a
I
Rangers
haven't
game.
yet, but I
I,
heard it's
I've been to a
crazy.
Rangers game.
All right, then. So you didn't even mention the New York Rangers and how passionate fans are as well. Like I just as many
New
people.
York, I heard the New York Bulls are pretty good too.
What?
The New York Bulls.
Red
We're not,
Bulls.
we're not talking about the Red Bulls. Yeah, we're not talking about soccer right now. But
They won it.
I think
They
they.
won a chip, I think.
yeah, I'm just
Or it
saying.
could have been the football club
Oh,
who plays in
yeah,
Yankee
well,
Stadium.
you have the Red Bulls, and then you got NYFC, right? You have both those teams. Have you been on a train from Jersey to New York, and it's the NJ Transit, and when a Red Bull game or NYFC game is going, and you see bare people with them jerseys on because they're ready for it. Like you didn't believe. I know it's hard to believe us because y'all don't
Nah,
watch
you
soccer.
exaggerating for some bear. I was on.
How you
I
gonna
was
tell
riding
me?
pause,
I was
but
on the
bear. I
train.
never seen no one with a Red Bull
I've
jersey on my
never
side.
seen. I worked in
Okay,
the Bronx for
I
2 years.
I just found out the
where
New
you the
York
Bronx from?
FSC, whatever, the women's soccer team. I just found out they have a soccer team. Like
Bro,
when
MLS, come on. Like
Okay,
we talking about
well,
MLS
yeah,
right
but
now. Stop.
but I'm putting everything together. It's all like no matter
ah
how
yeah, continue.
small.
We cut you off.
Yeah,
Continue.
no matter how small the MLS is in comparison to the other ones, it still is added to the mix. So I'm just saying that if you look at it, the passion, the history, where teams are trending right now, the culture, the opportunity, economic, and I guess social, if you want to include that in there, it's all factored into it. I'm not just saying it's just only sports, but there's other aspects of New York making it the best sports town. Like that's all part of it. You can't just say it's not part of it. It is. It is. So regardless of how you feel about the situation, Philly is a terrible answer. Now, LA, let me destroy that. Like I said, you got like you ever seen that Doctor Strange meme in the first Avengers, and he's trying to look at all the scenarios. Like that's all the different people in LA right now. It's too much. They're going crazy right now. Like it is what it is. And then for your situation, Nick, when it comes to the football, look, college football, New York, we're not in that. Not, it doesn't even it does not even compare remotely close. I'm not even gonna even throw that in there, right? But it's just so much of a 17 to 22 mind, like it's just so much of that. But you can do that in New York at that age, maybe not that level at the collegiate level, but you could do it just because New York just has that much fun up until you're 45, 50. Like you could do that forever because New York is just is always like that. The city that never sleeps. So I think rooted in, like I said, I'll make sure it's very clear, rooted in culture, rooted in passion, rooted in winning. For better, it doesn't matter if the Yankees have 27 of them out of all of them. It doesn't matter. The Giants have won multiple times. The Knicks have made the Eastern Conference Finals and made the playoffs. They're still fighting. Doesn't matter. All of that. And then again, opportunity, environment, and fashion, and women too. Come on, son. New York has all of that, hands down.
Ah,
Did he say a layup?
This was a layup. Thank
listen,
you. It
I
was a
don't think it was
layup.
a. I don't think. I
I
don't
would
think.
not give you the game. I would not give you the ball to win a game at the layup line.
I've seen you shoot a basketball before, so don't talk.
I made five. I got an Instagram video of me making
I'm on.
about 10
I'm
shots
on.
in a row.
I'm on. I'm on shit. I'm on
But
shit. I tell about before we go. You remember that time we was at 66 and my team was down 10 to
Oh
1 and I
wow.
scored 10 points in a row to win the game.
He didn't score 10 points
I
in a row.
wasn't there.
It
Nah,
was it was it was me, Nick, against.
nah, you was
I
on my
was
team.
there. Yes, we were there,
How
bro.
many points I scored in a row?
Bro, it was like 6. I'll give you that. It
I
was
was
not
like
10.
8. It was
Bro,
like
because
8.
I shot because I was on your team, bro. We was down. I remember that.
And
It
I
was
and the game.
What did Keenan do? Did he make a layup? Because he just bricked this one.
Hey, yo. I don't think I seen Andre ever play basketball before.
I did. Yeah, he
When
did.
when you seen him?
He though.
We played when we was you know how when you go to the floors and you know the shorter rim that dips down a little bit, whatever. He's on that
Okay.
side. He's on that side,
Uh,
not the other side. But the
he
one
don't
near the
seem
gate.
like a dude that could play basketball. He could play.
No, it's
I
okay.
will
He was on the team
kill
with X.
y'all.
No,
Hey,
we
yo, you
yeah,
tear
X
my
was,
what?
that's crazy.
Pause.
He was on the team with X. We beat y'all that game. It's
Yeah,
okay.
never,
We
never.
did.
What team?
I
What
would never
team?
play basketball in the
I
X.
actually want to play basketball, but my worst fear is tearing the ACL and going to work. But I do want to play a basketball game one day.
That actually happened to one of my coworkers. He tore his Achilles
Nah, see, and he on the
playing
scooter.
ball.
He on the scooter. He got the.
He was out for like months.
See,
He came back with a brace looking crazy.
That's my biggest fear. So I can't wear a suit with a cast, bro. Anyways, Keenan.
I'll go after.
I like okay, I'm a New Yorker. And there's a lot of teams I don't like in New York, but I like the culture of New York, of course. But I can't fully agree with you because I can ask 10 people in New York City, yo, you seen that game last night? And 5 of them will say, I don't watch sports. That's the problem. Even at work, it's just like a lot a lot of them don't watch sports, bro. It's just so much going on in New York. I think the diehard New York the New York fans are diehard, right? But that's just a portion of the entire. There's so much people in New York. It's just a portion. So I do say if the Knicks ever win a championship, the city will burn down. And I think even when New York won the Super Bowl, I mean, even though those were fake, and they were, um, when the Giants won the Super Bowl, even though it was kind
Who'd
of
they beat?
it was kind of constructive for them to win just because of at that point the NFL wanted more fans is what it is.
Who'd they beat?
The parades were full in the city. I don't know. The parades were full in the city. So I see what you're saying, but I think this other half of it where it's just like a lot of people just don't watch it. They're not in tune.
Yeah, I'm from New York, and I can tell you, people do not care about the Knicks, or it's more entertaining watching it on Instagram than even going and I think being in that atmosphere or whatever the case may be.
Oh
And
my.
that just goes for that goes the football team is not even in New York, it's in Jersey. People aren't going there. No one cares about hockey. Take that hat off.
Nah,
That's crazy.
Rangers
Take that
That's
hat off.
crazy.
Rangers suck this year, but they good.
And
That's
no one,
crazy.
I've never heard anybody bring up soccer with New York. I didn't even know
You know
about
what you
this
need to do,
NF,
Dre?
what is
You
it?
need to
NYFC?
you know what it
Not
is,
because you're
Dre. You know what you
black.
need to do, Dre? You need to diversify your portfolio. I'm hearing basically you have a select group of friends, and your bubble is like this. You need to expand. I think you really
No,
need to
but
do
if
it.
we're
I mean,
Bro,
realistic, we're
bro,
talking about New York teams. There is a bunch of different teams you can root for, and if y'all like losing, and I don't know, this is my take. If y'all like losing and cheering for
Ah,
losing
look at that!
teams,
Look at the two New York fans.
nah, I can't fathom anybody being. That's the most stressful thing
They
to be
both look
as a New
sad.
York fan. That's the most stressful thing to be. And I used to be a Knicks fan, and with Stephon Marbury,
Come on,
Nate.
hold on. You used to be a New York fan, and then when the Lakers won in '03, you jumped on bandwagon?
Nah, I used to be a Laker. I was a Laker fan first, and then when I don't know, for some reason I started watching Knicks. I used to come home every single day to watch Knicks in 60 because my mother wouldn't let me stay up to watch the game. But after realizing how much losses and eat like they don't put together any win, they don't make you
Yeah,
want to be a fan.
you
And
jumped on
like
the
I said, if y'all
bandwagon.
like cheering for losing teams, then go ahead. But the culture of New York is not rooted in sports, I think. I think it's just like, you know, a gritty city, people going, getting up and just making things happen or whatever the case may be. The Knicks lose or win, it don't change my day or anyone else's day. I think everyone just goes, it's a conversation to have, yeah, but I think other cities are way more passionate about their teams than New York fans for sure.
I wanna,
I
I
think it's
wanna, I wanna. Go ahead. You're not finished. Go ahead, Jerry.
no. I think it's just entertaining to. It's just New York. New York City is just even when it comes to sports, is still a part of entertainment. We can add sports and entertainment together in the same category when it comes to New York.
I want to add on to. I disagree and agree with him a few points. I disagree where especially in the playoffs, when New York teams do lose, I see in the subways people be sad. Like the energy be off. And I love it. I love that, and I feel it. I love the sadness. So I disagree on that. I do agree with you. Agree with you with the fans and the passion, and I think the reason why you're at a disadvantage when you come to New York is there's so much people. That's the issue. There's so much people. You have more people in New York than probably 80% of the other states, right? You have so much people that half of it are passionate and half of it are not. So like you can see both sides. So that's the only reason why I think if you're picking New York, you have good points where you're at a disadvantage because of the amount of people.
yeah, I just feel like I don't know. Keenan brought up the Met Gala, like he brought up people
I didn't even know
moving
the Met
here
Gala
for.
was a thing.
He brought up
We was talking about, we was like the Met Gala, we was like the Met, and I was laughing. RJ was like, nah, the Mets.
like he brought up the Met Gala. He talking about the economy. He talking about everything else besides sports. Like we talking about sports here, bro. Like I understand. Like I'm a New York fan. I wish we was the best, like most passionate, and we're just not, bro. Like you can go. I'm literally in Yankee Stadium after a win, a playoff win. And there's just Boston fans on 161 in McDonald's chilling. eat eating a Big Mac.
So you
Like
saying
that would not
so you're
have.
saying X to be the best city, you need to get stabbed up if you were the different
I'm not saying be stabbed up, but it's
LA.
just like a certain
LA for real.
like when you go other places, like that's not happen. They know not to do that because like you just can't, that's how passionate the New Yorkers. You could get stabbed up somewhere, but it won't be over sports ever. Like I'm not saying that's a good thing, but like these people are just.
But it sounds like you are. I'm confused.
I'm not. I'm just saying these people are so crazed that they'll do whatever it takes for their sports. These New Yorkers don't care, bro. Like they might be sad for 2 days. That's it. Like Nick, like
They're not. I've never seen a New York. I think they'll be mad instead of sad. Ain't nobody walking around pouting because New York ain't win.
Nah,
We're not used to
when
winning
New York lost to the Pacers, I seen sad faces, bro. Like I seen people who were
bro,
sad
they'll
on the
be
fan.
sad
because
for
that's the
that night.
closest they
They be
ever
sad for
got.
that day, and the next day they it's like
Next day is over. You go somewhere else, that's all they got, bro. When that's all they it's different. There's too much going on in New York. And I would say I think New York is the best city, like in the totality of things. But when it comes to sports, there's just too much going on. Like people do not care enough about
But
sports.
but
Bro,
I'm
is
saying
Keenan brought up the Red Bulls.
is your pinky
When do the
crooked?
Red Bulls even play?
Nah,
that's not the point.
your pinky crooked?
What?
When
Who's
do the
picking?
Red Bulls play, bro?
They
Yo,
playing
I've been looking at your face because your face just changed, nigga. I'm like, nah,
Nah, can't see
I
your
knew
pinky
something was
crooked?
coming.
Your
Got
pinky
mad
crooked
pinkies,
is crazy.
nigga.
That's
Look,
why I would never play ball with X.
look, X, hold on. The Red Bulls, they play in Jersey, but people that try to make fun of New York teams that don't play in the state of New York, and this is my exact response to them,
I don't.
100,000
I'm
times.
not, and that's not what I'm trying to do because I'm a Jets fan. But I'm just saying the Red Bulls are irrelevant. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Okay,
not talking about where they play
there's also there's also
specifically,
So
there's
but no
also
one knows that.
there's also a reason why the World Cup finals also being held here. Like FIFA and everyone else understands they know what they're doing by putting the final World Cup here. And that's the most watched sport of all time. It doesn't even come close. No other sport comes close to that. Not one sport. We're talking about billions and billions of people watching this game. And people have to fly in. They know they have to stay in New York. Like there's a whole scheme to this. There's a reason why they chose that city. And yes, it's not exactly in
But
New
did
York.
they? But did they choose the city because of sports though,
Yes, they understand,
or
but
did they
Keenan,
choose the city because of
Keenan,
opportunity?
sports
Keenan.
and code they both go hand in hand. Though y'all just talked
The
about
same reason you said a lot of people moved to New York is the same reason why they're bringing the World Cup final to New York. It's not because of
It's a hub.
sports.
It's a
It's
hub
because of
for
opportunity.
no.
Like,
it's a hub for tourism. That's what New York is. And that's what I said. You could add sports to entertainment with New York because people just might want to catch a game because they want to see what celebrity might be there that night. Or New Yorkers spend more money trying to entertain fans than win. And that's just on every level. I think
But that's okay. But that's being part of the city. You can't knock the city for that. That's still part of the sports aspect.
I'm not knocking them for that, but I'm just saying like they're a great avenue for bringing in money. Like it's not about sports itself. It's just about the luxury of being in New York. Like they bring in amazing amount of revenue. It's not like any it doesn't have to be sports. It could be a fashion event. People gonna want to put it in New York or LA because of the luster around those cities. It doesn't have to doesn't
yeah,
mean like
based upon that, I think my LA pick might have been wrong because LA is no different than New York.
No,
New
it's
that's
very
York.
what and
different.
LA wins.
that's
LA
the thing
wins.
that I was saying about your pick. I feel like LA is a West Coast New York in that same like yes they win a lot and they do have like certain rivalries like I like the UCLA USC like that goes hard but like when it comes to professional teams like I feel like the Dodgers they win so much I don't even see their fans being that passionate like
Yeah, I missed out my other point. I also said culture too. Like, yeah, you want to mention culture, and you talked about Rocky, and this guy talked about Philly cheesesteaks. I mentioned actual real culture that to this day that's given influence not just in the state of New York, not just in America, but worldwide. You can see people in Afghanistan wearing the Yankee brim 100%, 10 times over. You see
Hove made
people
the
in
Yankee hat more
Alaska.
famous than the Yankees did.
What?
Hove made the
But
Yankee hat more famous than the Yankees did.
it don't. It doesn't matter though. It does not matter. Like that's part of the culture, sports culture, entertainment, or art. Or I'm not saying. I will concede that to a certain degree, people do come to New York because of the hub and all the other extras. I will say that, but I'm saying sports is the driving factor. Like that's my opinion. If you want to
Yeah.
disagree with that, cool. Okay, that's
Opportunity in New York is the driving factor that brings people here. I think when you bring a World Cup to New York, you there's enough entertainment in New York to entertain people that come there. They're gonna want to go to 42nd Street. They're gonna want to go to Cat's Deli and do all this weird shit that New Yorkers don't do.
There's a reason why when the
I'm
Knicks have been stinking and winning 20 games, if you want to go sit in the hundreds, it's still $400. No matter
I'll
how
be
bad.
honest. I'll be honest. I've never heard someone say, "I want to come to New York just to watch a Knicks game," and that's coming from a Knicks fan. They come. They want to come
I
to
have,
New York. They want to
and
see.
I have, and I have. Like
How often have you heard that, Keenan?
people
A
that.
lot.
How often
I
have you
think
heard
no,
it?
no, I
People just
think
come to randomly be like, I don't want to go to. I want to go to New York because I don't want to go because I want to go to a Yankee game.
no, I would say people come to New York for Knicks or Yankees game, but I don't think it's at the top of their list. If they go, it's like, oh, I got that experience, but
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
might go to it, Nick. Don't get me wrong,
but it's not
but
like
they
I'm
want to
going
see
there.
times.
Yeah, they want to see time. Yeah, no, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
they're not saying like, "Oh, I got to see a Knicks game. Let me fly to see the Knicks." And that, like, they want to explore Times Square. They want to do
And
other
people doing
stuff,
that
like
for
Dre
people
was
doing that for
saying,
Philly,
that we don't care about.
and people doing that for Philly,
and going to the Met, not the Mets.
and
Bro,
people doing that for
when
Philly.
you talk about Philly, though, there's only a few things you think about. You thinking about the link. You thinking about where the
Mm.
Phillies play. You think about cheesesteaks. You thinking about just a limited amount of things. Like
So
when
by
you go to Philly, you thinking sports.
But so by default of not having much to do in the city of Philadelphia makes it a better sports town because there's just not that much to do. By that
I'm
logic,
not,
No,
if I
that's
say I
but
want to go to, hold on, by that
that's a
logic,
big
hold
factor.
on, so by that
That's
logic,
a
if I
big
say I want to go to
factor.
Minnesota now, so I can say the same thing for Minnesota. I want to go to Minnesota to see the Vikings. How's that any different?
That's a big factor though. That sports
Said
being
no
like
one
one of
ever.
the only things you could do in that town
That's why
makes people more passionate
like
about
Green
it.
Bay, Milwaukee, you could kind of say. I mean, sorry, Wisconsin. You can kind of say that's one
You
of the
say
big.
Wisconsin.
I
Like
want to say
No,
look at
honorable mention
he
would
be
be
making shit
Boston.
up.
Boston fans are more passionate about sports than New York fans for sure.
I would think so too, but I would say as much as I hate Boston, I would say that.
I was gonna say Boston, but I don't think the women don't don't give it up as much when they do
Women,
well.
I think, and all right, if you want to speak about women, I think out in New York, like for
Don't get
one,
canceled.
no. Only like people from all right, New York is like a big city, but not everybody got money, right? I think the women that cheers for New York teams are wives of the firefighters and the policemen, like the people that got money that could go to the game. A regular average, all of our parents who are like all the women in our family don't care about sports.
Nah, my dad's different.
My
I
mom used
This
to care
whole
about
this
sports, but
different.
my mom
My
watches
my
sports.
parent my mom go crazy on sports when they win. She don't really know it, but so when New York, I disagree with that. I would say though, the fans of Mets and the fans of Yankees and the fans of Giants versus the fans of the Jets are two different personalities. I think the bougie got money, um, the upscale, I guess, whatever, are like Giants and Yankees fans, and the more down to earth liberal. And it's kind of weird because
I
X
don't
is
think so.
yes, I do think so.
No, I
And
think I think Yankees are definitely a bougie team, and the fans
You
are like,
call in the on 161 in the Bronx, calling that bougie over there? I
but
don't
I'm
think
saying
so.
not like bougie, like they
no,
got
but
money
that's
type
just
shit. I'm
where
talking
it
like the
originated from.
mindset.
If they could move that and put the Yankee Stadium in the middle of in the heart of the city, like by the Garden,
Dominicans,
done
they
that.
think they the shit. Dominicans, they think they're the best thing in the world. Nothing to knock. I'm saying they mindset different. So if you wanna, if you wanna, I think they align with the Yankee mindset. Like, yeah, y'all the shit. The Mets are more down to earth type of regular your schmoes Joes, and I think that's close to the Jets, and the Giants are more close to the Yankees.
I got a question. If
You're ugly, yes.
if that baseball team in your respective cities, you got to choose one, Dre, because you can't have every single baseball team. If they're all playing and you only got to, and everyone in the world is the last baseball game, and everyone in the world has to decide which one they can go to. Let me make it clear. So if the Yankees are playing whoever, the Phillies are playing whoever, you choose.
This is a bad question.
No, it's not a bad question because you know where, because you're gonna be tight. Because that's why it's a bad question, because it's not gonna be in this.
I'm gonna go to watch my favorite team. That's
No,
where I'm gonna go.
not you individually, guys.
Okay.
Talking about the world, not just you.
Okay.
How many people, if you had to choose, and this, I'm gonna do this for every sport. I'm not gonna be picky. I'm gonna be very objective here. Yankees, Phillies, Texas, whoever, and then you choose one. Let's say you choose the Dodgers, and I know the Dodgers are hot now, so they might even take the win. But if you had to choose one team that everyone you can watch, one game in baseball is done forever, ever. They all play one last game.
Yankees.
Okay, boom, that's one. Now let's go to NBA. Knicks, 76ers.
Lakers.
Okay, he gets that, but Knicks is right there though. Probably
Lakers.
It's not close.
I don't think so.
At
You
all.
want to watch a team lose?
That's not the point, bro. It's
No, I think it might be close, but I think you could argue who's two.
Okay,
but I think
I give you
Lakers.
that. Okay, fine.
But I think Lakers.
All right, now let's do Rangers, Philly Flyers.
Nice.
So who played it? Huh?
You talk about hockey, bro.
No, it's the Rangers, bro. Stop it. The Rangers are gonna get the
Nah. For
Yes,
hockey.
No.
What's the
hockey?
what's the guy from the Rangers that was good?
Henry Lundqvist?
No.
Talking about Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky.
My fault.
Because I don't know who that guy is, but that's these are people that was before.
Nah, but I think hockey. I think hockey with us because we're black. I think that's. I don't think that's to do
I'm
with
just saying that. I think first off, I'm just saying that most people are gonna go to MSG and see the Rangers play. That's just a fact. So
someone robbing a house.
No, they're gonna go to Canada.
They're gonna. I mean,
they're gonna go to Montreal and see the Canadians.
All right, but he's trying to all four of us.
We're talking about the teams that we selected though.
I would New York. Okay, because it's MSG. I would say New York
because MSG. So right now, New York has 2 out of the 4.
But is it the team or is it the
arena?
Yeah,
it's the arena. It's the arena.
No, it's the team. Whatever, bro. That's 4. And then let's see. We don't have
football is Cowboys. Football is Cowboys.
Okay, and then I'll give you that.
Wait, what was the pick for baseball?
Yankees.
Over
Dodgers.
who?
Philly, Yankees, Dodgers, or I don't know who's Dre gonna say because he chose LA. So
honestly, I don't know who wins that, but
the Dodgers.
Nah, it's the Yankees over
it's not the Dodgers for sure.
You know why? Because if you're talking about the Knicks, right? We're not talking about the you're talking about the Jalen Brunson Knicks. We're not talking about the previous years when the Knicks were so fucking trash. Like they were.
But regardless,
I would
the
say
Knicks is always relevant.
The Knicks is always selling out. The Knicks is always selling out. No matter
the Knicks is always relevant.
When they had Jared Jeffries and Ronaldo Balkman and Landry Fields, bro, them tickets were still $400 just to come on, bro. Doesn't matter
because you have people like X who are cheering for these teams that don't have no.
It'd be out of people out of state coming and stuff like that.
Right, we'll never spend money on a ticket.
But that also discredits.
You gotta leave the floor straight.
But also discredits your point because when we talk about town, we talk about the people that's living in the city. A lot of stuff you're saying is people coming out from the city.
But I'm okay, and you use it to discredit. I'm using it to say that that's how great the city is, that everybody want to come and see it.
And that's a great point, Nick. But that's a great point, Nick, because people are coming because MSG is a spectacle.
Right.
But That's not even about sports itself. They just want to be. They just
Right.
want to
They
see
could go
like.
watch a circus in MSG and say, "Oh my God, I
Nah,
was in New
it's
York and
about
I was in
No,
the
that's a
nah.
bar watching
fact.
the
That's a
circus."
fact
That's
It's
a
though.
fact.
about
That's
nah.
that's a, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Okay,
That's a
and that's
fact.
your opinion, but I think they go for the sports. I think it goes hand in hand. Whether you want to
I've
admit it or
never
not.
heard someone say, "I'm gonna fly in and catch a Knicks game." I never heard that, bro. They might say, "I want to
They
see
say that to
MSG."
LA. They do that in LA.
Oh my goodness,
They
yo,
do drugs in LA and gang banging. They
Yo,
don't do sports, bro. Stop that
yeah,
LA
it's
shit.
crazy, bro.
they,
He
you
said he don't
said
fly. People don't
you
fly
said you
into
want to
the
get
Michigan,
fucked. You're gonna go be a you're gonna go fucking be a
bro.
Texas fan.
You guys are crazy, bro. This
No,
man said,
yo, listen. This is a funny topic, man. We about to end the episode. Like you said, we had great points. I think some people had bad points, some people had good points. But before we end this
"Oh, by the
episode,
way, culture is Rocky Balboa, y'all. That's culture." I'm
I'm
just
not. I forgot for a minute it was a fake movie. But anyways, yo, before we end this off, Sizzlers, thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Before we end it off, any of our hosts want to say nothing, anything going our lives, or just random before we end off the episode?
stay warm. It's cold out here.
Any funny stories
Yeah,
this
man.
week?
Funny
Someone's robbing your
stories.
crib.
Yeah. Now, who is that in the back though?
Yo, chill.
Yo, talk about y'all got heat. Why everyone got a hoodie and yo,
They
Yo,
yo.
they they
you know how expensive it is now, Tom. Yeah, you
I'm
can't tell me
actually
that.
mad hot right now, and I can't wait to
That's
take
why I
this
don't got
hoodie
my
off.
I don't got my burner because it's mad hot downstairs. But my Keenan got a hoodie and a hat, and the person robbing his house got like mad, got mad hats. Yo,
Yeah,
so
Keenan gonna go back to no furniture. Like,
yo.
nah, but I just want to say, man, fantasy football is tough, man. That's what I'm struggling right now. I wish everyone the best of luck in their fantasy football leagues. Whoever's in it, whoever's not, go get that money,
Wait, you
man.
got 15 points off a kicker? What?
yo, we have in our league we got it's a 3-man
Nah, bro.
race.
What type of voodoo you did? My fault. This is crazy. How you get 15
He
points?
has Aubrey.
What?
Jake Bates.
Um,
Oh,
Who?
I don't pay
That's
attention
Jake,
to that league
that's the
anymore.
lion.
he's
That's
he's
the
the
Lions.
Lions.
Lions kicker.
But
I'm out.
X can't make it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. So
But we'll see. Fantasy football, man. This year, I'm in 8 leagues.
I'm
And,
at 6.
Crazy.
Yeah,
How
it's
you in
crazy.
8?
it's tough, man. It made me.
It's hard.
I yelled at my
Wait, wait.
daughter yesterday because fucking John Mechie missed the fucking dropped the ball in the end zone, bro. But yo, my life going well, man. Christmas coming up. Uh,
You
yeah.
get me some?
I'm trying to think if huh?
You get me some?
Nah.
What?
I'm trying to think anything interesting happened in my life this
I
week.
start the academy soon. Let's go, y'all.
What,
What's
All
the
right.
police?
academy? What's the
Police?
academy?
Congrats.
Police?
NYPD.
Wait,
Damn,
what's the
you.
academy? What's the
My
academy?
son turned to an op, son.
Oh, you become a police
Congratulations.
officer?
Yeah,
They
Damn.
gonna give you a gun or you doing tickets?
bro, come on. Yo,
Huh?
this guy's crazy.
Yo, Dre, you got to keep the shave. You know, you heard? You got to keep the shave. I heard.
Nah, Masala.
What? So you're
I'm
not gonna shave
Muslim.
this? They're not gonna shave.
You Muslim for
I,
real?
no, but I will be when they tell me to shave it.
Yeah,
Damn,
let's hope that.
the shit
Yeah,
on video now. The shit is
yeah, edit. Yeah,
over.
check this out. We can't let the NYPD
Nah,
see this.
I'm not gonna lie, son. We got a lot of cop friends, man. I just need a PBA card.
Listen, man, y'all good, man. Just tell them give us a call.
So how long? With the academy, how long is it, like a few months?
Yeah, 6 months.
That's the reason why cops be shooting people. It's not enough time. So.
Yo,
I think that'll be another conversation to have, but
Yo, that's what I'm saying. They don't
you
be
gonna be in
getting
the
trained.
floors? You should be in the floors in your hometown.
no, yeah, I'm gonna try to get in like Flatbush or whatever, bro.
Oh nah, if I was you, I was trying to be in the safest area ever possible. You
I'm
get.
trying to be the furthest away from where I
I was
live.
trying to be in fucking East Village,
Bill
but
Basin.
Bill Basin type John. Freaking, I don't know. I try to be this. Isn't like I know one of our guys. He like Port Authority, right?
Yeah,
There's a
Yeah,
yeah,
lot of bums, but it's not like violence.
but that's like a whole different
yeah. That's crazy
process.
too.
I wanted to be a cop when I was younger, man. I think I would have been a great cop, son. I would definitely
I
would be.
couldn't be
It's
a cop.
crazy. I
I
wanted
just
to be
wouldn't
a
care.
lawyer. Well, yeah, that's a good question too. What was y'all like when you were younger? What was like your dream?
All right, so it changed up a little bit, man. And we gotta end this episode, but I'm gonna be real quick. So I want to be a cop, and there was a point I was thinking about being a a, a,
All
a,
right.
a porn star
All right,
for
yeah. See, I knew once
Yeah,
I saw that shit that
for
time, I
Man's
knew it was
mind be
coming.
so
nah.
your mind be so dirty
This is
so
because
early.
someone told me you do gay scenes, you get more money. So
yeah. Where we going with this, yo, bro? Yo, Sizzlers,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
been real.
Yo, one thing I have one question for Dre. Well, Andre, you're late. Um, you a cop, right? You about to be a cop, busting down the door. You locking up a few people. You see a bunch of coke. You see a bunch of money. No one know. No one know. You taking some home? What's up?
I'm taking the money.
All
Yo,
right.
you see, yeah. Edit this out too. Yeah, you can't, you can't. Nah, we
Yo,
can't post
I
this.
gotta go brush my teeth.
What's
So,
this? Yo, peace out. Thanks for
Yo,
tuning in.
Keenan, you just had this whole conversation without brushing your teeth.
huh?
You just, you just,
Nah, yo, peace out. We got one
nah.
person about to fail his fucking cop academy before it even starts. Another
Yeah.
dude has been talking for an hour and a half with his house getting robbed with not brushing his teeth. That's dirty. And you got X that
That's
always that's
crazy.
dirty. That's dirty. That's dirty. But yo, peace out. Appreciate y'all. Sizzlers, peace out, man.